horror game. Huh. Now, I haven't played my Nintendo in a while. I might as well play it for a little bit until I go to bed. Now, which game should I play? Huh. You know what? I've never played this game before. Well, then again, the movie was pretty damn good, so by that logic, the game must be pure gold then. I love my logic. I mean, after all, this game was released by the same company that released the Resident Evil franchise and DuckTales on the NES. I can't imagine they put in the same effort in the Little Mermaid as in those other games. Right? Well, this isn't exactly the most exciting. First of all, the game starts out around near the end of the movie, where Ariel has found out that Ursula has taken over the sea, and she has to tell Eric that she's a mermaid and that she has to save the day. Second, the gameplay moves in a grid-like format. I mean, look. There's also a bit of a delay when Ariel turns around, giving the enemy ample time to attack you. The only way to attack is to use a move of your tail to produce bubbles so you can trap the fish inside of it, but it seems pointless as the bubbles break within a few moments. This can be useful if you take the bubbles and throw them into holes, which may either give you treasures for points or even some health. You can't even tell what your score is, because on the pause menu it will show you what you scored in the previous level, but not what points you currently gain. But to be fair, it's not like the points really matter in this game anyway. It's not like in Super Mario Bros. Where you work really hard to get the highest score so you can show off to your friends on the main title screen. Hell, in this game it doesn't even have that, so the score in the game is pointless. As for power-ups, you can find shells that will unlock these odd orbs that will help with how quickly you can capture a fish into a bubble and what kind of attacks you can later use. Granted, it's still bubbles, but they can help you move stuff, like moving a barrel to attain an extra life, or moving a red rock to open up a chest. What I don't understand is that Ariel went back into the ocean so she can save the fish from Ursula, but then why the hell are the fish attacking you? Are they being controlled by Ursula, or do they just not like Ariel because she was a human for a brief period of time? Jeez, talk about prejudice. Each stage you'll have to fight a boss, but you'll have to battle them in different ways. Here you have to get the fish and be cautious on when the shark will try to attack you. In the next battle you'll have to fight the two eels that work for Ursula, and you have to be careful not to get hit by either the eels or the crabs you haven't been able to freeze with your bubbles yet. I will give the game credit for that the boss battles have good variety, but it does get aggravating when you continuously lose, because when that happens, you lose all your power-ups. It doesn't help to mention that in the later levels that the only way you can open up other chests is with red rocks or barrels that require you to have the power-ups for the preceding levels. So unless you go through the entire game without losing a single life, you're screwed. In the last level, you have to go through numerous doors to find your way to the boss because the same door may take you to a different room. As you fight Ursula, at first it seems like an easy win as all you have to do is throw fish at her. But then she transforms into Queen Ursula, as you have to do the same thing all over again. Seems kinda weak. So after you beat Ursula for the second time, Ursula turns into an exploding sound effect, Ariel's fire turns her into a human being, and Ariel and Eric end up alone. And that, my friends, is the Little Mermaid for the NES. For what it is, it's okay, I guess, but the game is way too short and it's way too hard. If you ever played Back to the Future on the NES, it's the same scenario. It's incredibly hard to play and the game itself is only about 45 minutes long. I mean, don't get me wrong, the graphics are still Capcom graphics and it's not like it's a horrible game or anything. But let's face it guys, you could be doing something a lot better with your time. Like playing Resident Evil.
Resident